in special teams so far, and they'll need to do that tonight. If it's going to be a close ball game, it could be the difference maker.
And Terry, I know Kylan Johnson had several nice returns last week and was about one tackle from taking several to the house.
Dickens, right-footed kicker, strides forward, kicks it deep.
Nice kick.
Great job. Gets it to Johnson at the 8-yard line, and Johnson stutter steps, might have got to the 20. Oh, that was a booming kick.
To start off with, like Terry mentioned, an absolute massive kick from the Westmoreland kicker. I think Terry mentioned the last name was Dickens, and kicks it. We probably corralled at about the 5-yard line or so. Kylan Johnson jumped kind of right in front of number 24, who Terry mentioned earlier, Jermaine Cason, and got to the 20, kind of stopped, tried to set up his blocks, and by that time, all the red team was there, and they tackled him for not much of a return.
Powell comes in at quarterback wearing number 14. He's got Lyda split to left. Keeley had a tight end to the left. Lawler tight end right. Powell takes it, gives to Hicks. Hicks got a little running room, but he snowed in under for little to no gain.
At that time, we tried to get Hicks off tackle to the left, and I can tell you the initial offensive play of the game, the Westmoreland defensive line definitely won the battle against the Owls' offensive line, as multiple defensive linemen were in the backfield for the Westmoreland.
1 yard loss for Hicks, second 11 from the 19. Owls averaging over 8 yards per rush so far this season. Doesn't start off well. Bush, wide left, will get Lyda out. Owls have Hicks and Curry in the backfield. Here's Powell with it. He's going to sweep around left end. Not much running room. Gets back maybe to the 19 or 20-yard line.
That time, it was really just a quarterback sweep by Caden Powell, the freshman. He got outside containment of Westmoreland for 1 second. Then he got forced to cut back inside where there was more help from the Westmoreland defenders, and minimal gain at best. So it's going to be 3rd and long on the opening possession here for the Owls.
3rd and 10 for the Owls from their own 20-yard line. Obvious passing situation, you would think, a minute 18 seconds in. Powell in the shotgun. To his left is Curry. Fades to throw. Blitz coming. He gets it out to Lyda at the 25, but Lyda is wrestled out of bounds by Eden. So the Owls will be 4th down and 5 or 6, and in an obvious punting situation. They didn't make any bones about it. They brought the house.
They brought the house, and Caden Powell, the freshman, did a nice job of just getting rid of the ball and making something positive happen. He had 2 Westmoreland Eagles right in his face, and he hit Lyda on a 5-yard stop route, who was tackled immediately, obviously short of 1st down yardage. So the Owls going to go 3 and out to open the game here at Westmoreland.
4th and 5 at their own 25. Hicks drops to punt. Cason, a gunner on the right. Johnson, a gunner on the left. Snap a good one. Hicks punt is away. High, booming punt down at the 35-yard line. He bobbles it, and Owls get it with Johnson. Johnson with the recover as a booming punt off the foot of Hicks, and the Owls get the recovery.
Another great punt there by number 10, Peyton Hicks, the junior. Put a lot of hang time on that, Terry, and it was hard. A lot of lights at this stadium. It was hard for the Westmoreland receiver to corral it, and he dropped it, bobbled around for a second, and Kylan Johnson got there just in time before Westmoreland returner could pounce on it. So the Owls now in fantastic shape early in the 1st quarter.
9:56 to go after the turnover by the Eagles, a 40-yard punt. And it was bobbled, and the Owls fell on it at the Westmoreland 34. Powell in the backfield by himself. He'll take, fakes to Hicks,
nice.
Goes around right in. He's got some running room to the 30. Oh, you got to go north and east and west, honey. He went north and south there, Corey, and got maybe 5 yards, but could have gotten much more.
That time the Owls, really a great play call here. They faked the slice route to Hicks. Powell kept it. Nobody was at home on backside containment for Westmoreland, and he got outside, and like Terry mentioned, it was one-on-one with the cornerback. Instead of cutting upfield and going north and south, Powell thought he could get around him, and the cornerback, I think it was number 7 for Westmoreland, did a nice job of getting the big freshman down. That's number 7 cornerback would be Cooper White.
2nd and 5 at the Westmoreland 29, and we move up front. And I think that's a legal motion. Let's see. Yep, legal procedure, so the Owls will be faced in 2nd and 10. So, Owls commit their first penalty of the contest. Second and 10 from the Westmoreland 34 after the muffed punt by the Eagles. Washer brings in the play call from the sidelines. We've got 9:03 clock counting first quarter, no score. Powell in the backfield. To his right is Curry. And Coach Matt Dyer is going to take a timeout. We'll take one too. You're listening to Owl Ball. Second and 10 from the Westmoreland 34 after the timeout by Matt Dyer. They'll turn, hand, give to Curry. Curry got a little run room. He's dragging Eagles with him. He's down about the 27-yard line, so right out of gain of 7.
A nice job by the senior. Bryce Curry took it off tackle. And Terry, talking about going north and south, that's exactly what Bryce Curry did. He stuck his right foot in the ground, cut up field, lowered his head, and ran through a couple Westmoreland defenders and got us third down and manageable.
3rd and 3. In fact, this field here runs east and west, not like most football fields. 3rd and 3 at the 27, obvious 4-down territory if the Owls need it. They'll turn. They'll give to Hicks. Hicks tripped up, got to the 26. Owls didn't get that nose man blocked, and he made the play.
Yeah, it looked like Hicks had some running room right there between the left tackle and the left guard, but like Terry mentioned, we had somebody cut the legs out of our lineman, also cut the legs out of Hicks. Going to be set up a huge 4th down here for the Owls.
4th and 2 from the 26. Ball's got to be moved to the 24-yard line for an Owl first down. Owls have not registered a first down as of yet. It was 3 and out on a punt, and then the punt was muffed and recovered by Kylan Johnson. 7:45, big play here early in Westmoreland in northern Sumner County. Here's Powell with it. Westmoreland moving around. They're just quarterback keep straight ahead. Powell didn't get it. Got maybe to the 25-and-a-half-yard line, and the Owls will turn it over on downs as they get 1 on 4th and 2.
That time, looked like Powell had plenty of room to lower his head and get some movement and get across the chains, but he could not as a Westmoreland defender came in there and kind of got him going sideways. He never could re-grip or re-grasp his momentum to get going north and south, or like Terry mentioned, east and west, up the field. So the Owls fail on 4th down.
1st and 10 from the 25, 7:31 to go here in a scoreless first quarter of play. Here's the Eagles out in that traditional. They've got wing T. They've got Kittrell. He's the fullback. Swap the tight end Dickens left to right. Now's a 5-man front. They'll turn. Little buck sweep coming around left end. Oh, he got blasted by Hicks. Woo! Stafford got lit up.
Wow. What a play by the junior Hicks. He did that twice last week to the big fullback of Maplewood. That time, tried to run right off right tackle, and number 10, Peyton Hicks, come through there like a shotgun and absolutely destroyed the Westmoreland ball carrier who went sideways.
He did pick up 4, 2nd and 6, but what a lick.
We did not cover the receiver on the first play as well.
2nd and 6 from the 29. Eden, the quarterback for Westmoreland, up under center. Sends a man into motion. Hands it off to the fullback, and Enoch stands him up along with Hicks, Curry, and Jamison Keeley. He may have got a couple. Corey, heard Scotty Yeaman say it many times, you've got to stop the fullback in the wing T.
If you don't stop the fullback in the wing T, Terry, it is going to be a long night, and it's going to be a grueling night. But the Owls, 2 plays in a row, have came and brought the lumber.
Well,
being physical.
He got the 31. They mark it to 32. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles at that point, trying to get their first down on the initial drive. Eden up under center, sends a man into motion. Fakes it, a little slice going the other way, and he's got a lot of room on the outside. Does Law, and he's into Owl territory and finally hauled down by Bush. Corey, we lost containment.
Yeah, lost containment there. They run a little slice play, which is a counter, and he gets outside containment to the left. We have nobody at home, and then it's a foot race, which Hayden Bush eventually runs him down, but not after a huge gainer for Westmoreland on 3rd down. Huge momentum gainer for Westmoreland.
They get it down to, I think, the Owl 31. Well, they say there's a flag. I did not see that. It must be across the way on the Westmoreland sideway line. They marked it to 32, so that is a 36-yard gain.
Sideline warning.
Okay, sideline warning against the Eagles. Of course, there's just no room on either sideline.
No.
Maybe an extra yard, maybe 5 yards on the Westmoreland sideline, 4 over here. 1st and 10 at the Owl 32. You know, we talked about our secondary. Corey's got to tackle well. That's got to happen. 1st and 10 at the 32. Westmoreland with it. Eden in the shotgun this time. Looked like they started a little early. They'll go around left end and nothing there. That was Bryce Curry stopping 25 Stafford for little to no gain.
Yeah, Eden's hands off to Stafford. He tries to run to the home side of the field, which is the short side of the field, and Curry from his linebacker position hits him in the backfield. Nothing going for Westmoreland on that offensive play.
Of course, Eden is their quarterback, and we've got an Eden's for us. But he's in the booth. Played millions of years ago with leather helmets. 2nd and 10 from the Owl 32 for Westmoreland. 4:58 to go in the scoreless first quarter. It's an man in the motion, left to right, or right to left. Eden in the shotgun. Looks, keeps it himself, gets around right in. We've got nobody in containment. Eden gets inside the 30. About the 27-yard line goes Cameron Eden. Sets up 3rd and 5.
The Westmoreland cornerback Eden's just on the keeper that time. Kind of fooled the left side of our defense, so we had to scramble over there to knock him down. Eden's not very quick, but with that much running room, Terry, he picked up a nice gain. Going to be 3rd down and about 5 or 6.
3rd and 5 from the 27-yard line. Opening drive of the night for Westmoreland. They've got 1 first down that came on a Law 36-yard gallop around left end. Obvious 4-down territory for Westmoreland and head coach Chad Perry. Of course, they could kick a field goal from here for sure. Eden just going to sweep around right in. He's going to get to about the 25 and get stopped. That's going to be Jamison Keeley with the stop. Sets up 4th and 3.
Yeah, Eden's that time on the keeper again. He decides to cut directly into the middle of the Owls defense, and he picked the wrong direction. He ran right into the big fella, Jamison Keeley.
So the Owls had a 4th and 3, or a 4th and 2, couldn't convert. Now here Westmoreland has a 4th and 3 at the Owls 25. They're going for it. There he is, 3.5 minutes. We said it'd be a quick game, and
it is.
Only one pass been attempted thus far. Westmoreland stayed on the ground. Eden up under center. Turns. Brings that same play back to left. The Owls got nobody at home, and Law got
there.
First down yardage, I think, at the 21-yard line. Let's see.
Going to be close.
They may measure it, but I still think he's got it about half yard. They're going to bring the chains on. Corey, go ahead.
Lish Contracting says go Owls. Trust Lish Contracting to build your new custom dream home. Call 615-489-2166.
Go ahead, Corey.
The Smith County Drug Prevention Coalition wants to remind you that tobacco kills more people than alcohol. Car crashes, illegal drugs, murders, or even suicide. Commit to success and don't start.
It's 4th and 3. They stretch the chains, and it is short. Owls take over. So they get a 4th down stop.
That really was a nice job there by the Owls. They tried that same slice play that Westmoreland ran earlier and got outside containment for a big gainer. That time we strung it out, and I'm not sure who come in there and knocked the feet out from under him. It might have been the cornerback. I think Lida had entered the game. Could have been him, but nice tackle made there, just a couple inches short of the first down. 1st
and 10 at the 23 for the Owls. Of course, the spot was on the opposite side, or the Westmoreland sideline. We're in a press box here on the visitor side. 1st and 10, a great vantage point sitting right here about the 48, 49-yard line.
Terry, I'd like to see the Owls offensive line get some push in this second drive.
1st and 10 from the 23. It's the 3rd possession for the Owls with 180 seconds to go in this opening quarter, scoreless from Westmoreland. Powell sends Hicks into motion. He'll get to Curry. Curry trying to get around left end. Got some running room. Gets out about the 27, 28-yard line. Gain of 5.
Yeah, I like that play design there. We brought Curry off tackle to the left. We had Hicks, the split receiver, to the left. We motioned him in, and then he did what you'd call a crack block on the linebacker, and he bruised him, allowed Curry to get outside. Curry lowered his head when he got outside containment. Owls got a nice pick up there on 1st down.
2nd and 5 from the 28 for the Owls. Scoreless first quarter with 2 minutes and a half left. They'll give to Curry. Curry got some running room, got 1st down yardage, and more out to the 35-yard line. Bowles the senior, Bryce Curry.
Nice job there. The Owls' right side of the offensive line there, especially the right tackle, Joe Daniel Stout, sealed off the right side there so Curry could bounce off to the right. No containment around there because Stout had it walled off. And the Owls 2 plays and a 1st down here to open this drive.
12 yards, the pickup in those 2 Bryce Curry rushes. First and 10 at the 35. Powell has to his left. Gonna look to throw it. Pulls it down. Got it out to Hicks. Hicks makes a guy miss. He's at 40, 45, 48-yard line. Goes Hicks on a little curl route out there, Corey.
Yeah, well, you know, Peyton Hicks, basically the Swiss Army knife. He can really do it all. He runs about a 4-yard stop, makes the corner miss, and then turns it into a huge gainer as he gets his Owls almost to midfield on what was just a simple, short 4-yard stop route.
14 yards on the pickup as he made that cornerback miss. First and 10 at the 49. Owls' last drive stopped at the 25-yard line as they turned it over on downs. We've got a minute 43, rapidly moving first quarter. No score. First and 10 at the 49. Powell sends Hicks into motion. Turn, gives to Curry. Same play. Hurry. Into Westmoreland territory. He's barreling down to about the 35-yard line. That Owls offensive line starting to move some folks. 16 for Curry.
They must have heard us talking to him, Terry. The Owls offensive line taking over in this drive. That time we ran the same thing as we did the first play of this possession, but instead of Curry bouncing out to the left, he cut upfield really right through the teeth of the Westmoreland defenders. And then, Terry, I noticed Curry always falling forward, had both hands on the ball. Owls looking good here in this, I guess you would say, third possession.
Here at the Westmoreland 35. This trip, they split Jake White wide left. A minute left. Clock moving. They'll turn. They'll hand. Hicks. Hicks goes around left end. Got 2, maybe 3. Bowers ahead, maybe 4. Down to the 31-yard line goes Peyton Hicks.
Peyton Hicks off left tackle there. He should have been tackled for probably no gain or even a loss of yard as somebody had his foot, but he broke free for a second and then leaned forward and made something out of nothing, did Hicks.
2nd and 6. Corey, big on first down. We talked about this for both teams. 4 yards there on that carry. I'm sure Matt Dyer would take that on first down all night.
Ideal.
26 seconds to go. First quarter, no score. Owls got it 2nd and 6 at the Westmoreland 31. Powell has Curry to his right. Somebody jumped. I don't know if they came offside or we were illegal motion. I think we jumped. They're moving pre-snap, and the Owls illegal motion sets up 2nd and 11.
And the sad thing is it would have been a very effective play. We were running 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. We were going to throw it to the inside receiver on the right. Johnny Lida, the safety, had tremendous amount of cushion, so Lida had just ran 5 yards and turned around, and he was 10 yards open.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line. Owls don't have to run a play if they choose not to. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Down to 5. They're just getting to the line, and Powell gets it off. Right in time, they give it to Curry. Curry makes some people miss, makes another guy miss, gets inside the 30. He was a hit initially at the 36-yard line, squirted off of that. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. No score. You're listening to Owl Ball. As it'll be Powell in the shotgun. To his left is Curry. Owls got it 3rd and 3 at the Westmoreland 28. Got to make it to the 25. They'll turn. They'll give to Curry. Curry's got some run room. He's got first down yardage. Does Bryce Curry. He's falling forward. Great body lean, great strength by the senior Curry.
Curry getting very low to the ground. He could have easily been tackled short of the sticks there. Number 27, the linebacker, the senior, Nick Gray for Westmoreland, had him for probably 2 yards short. And Curry lowered his head and literally ran right through him to move the change for the Owls offense.
Picks up 5. Sets the Owls with a 1st and 10. At the Westmoreland 23. Lida is our kicker, and he doesn't have the distance that Javi Gaspar, who is out with the injury. See if the Owls can stick it in. 1st and 10 to 23. They send Lida in motion left to right. They'll turn and give it to Curry. Back to Hicks on that slice. He's got the big running room. 20, 15, down to maybe the 14, 13-yard line. Motors Hicks right at first down yardage.
Owls rolling here. We run this play, 2 or 3 times every night. That was a little slice play, double handoff. Went to one, came back to Hicks. Off right tackle was a huge hole. And if he doesn't get tripped up, he would have waltzed into the end zone. But nevertheless, Owls deep into Westmoreland territory.
Owls offensive line, they've kind of got it figured out now for sure.
They figured something out.
Here is the Smith County. They'll give it straight ahead to Curry, dancing around.
Running through people.
Taking through with him. He's close to the end zone. Did he score? Did he score? Somebody give me some arms up in the air, please. Touchdown, Owls. The side judge on our side never signaled touchdown. Throw your arms up in the air. Be free.
Bryce Curry runs right up the middle of the Westmoreland defense. Should have been stopped at least 5 yards prior. Several Westmoreland defenders had a chance to tackle him. And then he just turns into beast mode and literally carries about 4 or 5 Westmoreland Eagles into the end zone and into pay dirt for the Owls. Curry had a huge drive there, breaking several tackles and running possessed.
11:01 to go first half. Owls jump on top 6-0. Lida to attempt, Powell to hold, Curry to snap. Snap a good one. Kick is low. Did it get over? It did. 7-0 Owls. You're listening to Owl Ball.
And Dane Woodard.
Right, did a great job, as did her tight end. There's a high kick. It bobbled at the 30. They pick it up, and that's going to be it. They kind of rolled that around on the ground a little while, Corey, but they come up with it.
That was a high pooch kick from Ty Martin, and they let it bounce, which is extremely scary. Westmoreland was able to corral it just in time before the Owls got there.
83, Evan Gross did eventually pick it up and picked up 2 to the 32.
Owls defense has played well so far tonight. Hopefully they can continue that, bringing it with a lot of physicality.
Only 1 first down they gave up, and that was on a 36-yard gallop. 1st and 10 at the 32. They send a man into motion. Eden in the shotgun. Quarterback sweep to the right, and Hicks gets him about the 35, 36-yard line. The quarterback, Eden.
Yeah, Eden's that time just on a quarterback sweep, and he does that so he can get 10 blockers in front of him, basically. Actually picked up more yardage than you would think initially. It really was a nice gainer there for the quarterback, Edens of Westmoreland.
That's Cameron Eden. 2nd and 6 from the 36 for the Eagles, trailing 7-0 here at home. Beautiful night for football here in Westmoreland. Eden up under center this time. They're in the wing T. Got to watch 19 Law around the end. Send a man in motion, give it straight ahead. Nope, they option it.
We're there.
And we're there, and number 25, Stafford, doesn't get much. Strung that out beautifully. Corey, we covered the dive, the fullback. We had the quarterback, and we had the pitch man.
And, man, when you're running the option, you've got to be so fundamentally sound on defense to stop it. Like Terry mentioned, we had the big fullback, then we made the quarterback pitch, and then the cornerback outside containment was there to string that play out. It's going to be 3rd down, and I guess they got maybe a yard.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 from the 37 for the Eagles, trading 7-0 here at home. 9:43 in this first half of play. Owls a 4-man front. I think they were in motion. Curry tackles the guy at the 40-yard line. That will be not enough for a first down. It's either going to be 4th and 2 or it's going to be 3rd and 10. I don't know that no, decline it. Decline it.
All right.
Oh, no, we're going to take that. I don't like that, Corey. I'd rather have them 4th and 2. But we accept the penalty, and they're going to move it back. No, that's not right. No, that's only a 1-yard penalty. No, it's from the line of scrimmage, not from where the ball carrier was. Wait a minute. Matt Dyer is screaming over here on this sideline. I don't know. They're going to fix that. They've only, legal motion, they've only marked off 1 yard. Smith County sideline and crowd's going nuts. The ball started at the 37. The ball should go back to the 32.
Well, they look lost right now. Yeah. That's a pretty basic call right there.
I mean, it's a legal shift. Now let's see if they eventually get it right. Matt Dyer's top of his head was red as Westmoreland's uniform.
I think he was having a hard time believing what he was seeing.
Illegal shift. They do mark the 5 yards off.
So, nevertheless, going to be 3rd down and 10 here for Westmoreland. Owls defense got a big play.
3rd and 10 from the 32. The ball went out to the 41. Here's a big pass. They've got it complete. Wide open is Stafford. Down the Westmoreland sideline. Johnson finally pins him. No, that was going to set up 4th and 1 if we declined that penalty, but we didn't.
25.
Stafford.
Eli Stafford, the senior. They kind of flood to the left here, throw back to him to the right. We have nobody there, and I can tell you this, that young man's got some wheels. He was flying down the sideline, and thankfully the Owls were able to knock him out of bounds. So a huge pickup on 3rd and 10 for Westmoreland.
Well, you know, you got them at 4th and 1. Yeah, they'd probably go for it, but still, that's a 33-yard pickup the first down. So 2 big plays by Westmoreland. In the wing T, they'll turn hand to Kittrell. Keeley's got a hold of him. Kittrell got maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, that time Kittrell, the fullback, over left guard. He was hit immediately by number 9, Jamison Keeley. He was able to get some yardage, not maybe 2 or 3.
Call it 3. Now they're moving.
Good gracious, he didn't get that
4.
far.
I was going to say, I don't even know that he saw that far, but they'll give him 4, 2nd and 6 at the Owl 31. Eden up under center. Sends a man into motion. They'll give it to him. Buck sweep around the right side. That's number 16. He didn't get much, Ryan Law.
Like Terry mentioned, tried to buck sweep to the right. And really nice job by the Owls left side of the defensive line there, really just setting the edge there, and Law had nowhere to go. Going to be 3rd down once again for Westmoreland.
Give him 3. Sets up 3rd and 3. Of course, obvious 4-down territory for the Eagles at the Owl 28. We've got 7.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Owls up 7-0. Eden up under center. Would think Kittrell up the middle. We'll see. Nope. Busted play. Eden breaks loose. There's a hold, I think. We'll see. The Owls get Eden down about the 24. He's got 1st down yardage, but I think we've got holding Westmoreland. Oh, illegal shift again, Westmoreland. Sets up 3rd and 8.
See if they can do it successfully this time, the first time.
Eagles, second penalty they've suffered this drive, sets up 3rd and 8 from the Owl 33-yard line, if they mark it off right, and this time they did. Owls leading 7-0, 7-11 to go in this second quarter. Got to watch the flow going one way and then the back out in the flat the other way. We really have had trouble the last 2 years covering backs out of the backfield. We had trouble with that in the DeKalb County game this year. 3rd and 8 at the Owl 33. Eden up under center, sends a man in motion, rolls to his right. Looking. No, he dropped it. He hit him, but then he dropped it. There is a flag on the play. I'd say decline this and make it 4th and 8. Let's see if it's against the Eagles, but I'm not sure. It came from the umpire. An eligible man downfield against Westmoreland. They had the receiver on a stop route over there.
He was open.
He bobbled it up in the air.
Yeah, Eden on a sprint out to the right. He hit the Westmoreland.
Oh, no. What are we doing? We taking another penalty? It's 4th and 8, honey.
They declined it.
We took it at first.
Like we were saying, Eden, quarterback for Westmoreland, rolls to the right, and then he makes a good pass. He hit the guy for a 1st down mark, but he bobbled it and almost got picked off by an Owl defender, but nevertheless, it's going to be 4th down.
4th and 8 from the 33. Owls do decline the penalty. Well, you got to think it's got to be an obvious passing situation. Eden in the shotgun, rolls the pass, got trip receivers to his left, looking. Here comes Keeley. Sacked! He threw it out of bounds. It didn't matter. Keeley with a sonic sack, and the Owls will take over.
Big boy Keeley been doing this for 4 years. Eden stayed back there in the pocket too long. All of a sudden, the big fella Keeley was coming at him like a shotgun. He could not get out of the way fast enough, and Keeley brings him to the ground.
6:35 to go. Wait, they're going to call that an incomplete pass. Wow. He had no receiver in the area. Keeley had him in the grasp. They did give us a yard on the spot of the football. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Was he throwing that to the sideline?
He threw it to a bunch of red shirts, but none of them were eligible receivers.
Nobody was over there. On that side of the entire field, there was not one receiver.
No, not that was in the game. They had about
several on the sideline.
60 over there on the sideline. They call it incomplete pass. 1st and 10 at the 34. Powell sends Hicks into motion. Fakes it to Curry, rolls to his right. Got some running room. He's got it to Hicks. He's in front of everybody, but he overthrows him. Hicks was there. That was 6 if he's on the money.
That time we tried to hit him with a big home run here, the opening play of the drive. Powell rose to the right. And what we did is we put Hicks, the lone receiver to the left, in motion, which he's been doing several times in blocking. He takes about 3 steps flat like he's going to block. Then he releases down the sideline. He was about 3 or 4 steps open, and Powell just overshot him.
You got to put air onto that ball. And, of course, that's easy as a freshman for me to say. But, you know, you got to give your man a chance, but he overthrew him about 2 yards there. Sets up 2nd and 10 at the 34, 6:28 to go second quarter. Owls up 7-0. They'll give to Curry. Curry just motoring ahead, gets maybe 4 or 5 yards out to the 34 yards, maybe to the 38, I'm sorry.
That time Curry off tackle, he really got right in the back seat of the right tackle, Joe Daniel Stout, and followed him for a few yards. Going to be set up 3rd down and probably 6.
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Owls here.
They only gave him, he got to the 38, they pushed him back. Of course, they've been giving Westmoreland where they looked to, and that time we didn't even get where we went to. 3rd and 7 from the 37, 5:52, clock counting first half. Owls up 7-0. Keeley at a tight end to the right. Powell in the shotgun, fakes it to Curry, rolls to his right, got a lot of pressure, throws it deep to Keeley, and he overthrows him. Had a guy there, but he overshot him.
That time we try to sneak Keeley out on what down the seams as Powell rose to the right. He was covered pretty good. Keeley probably had a step or two, but pretty good coverage by Westmoreland. So the Owls will have to bring the punt team on for a second time tonight.
4th and 7 from the 37. Of course, Hicks' last punt was a 40-yarder that was bobbled by number 7 for them, who's back, Cooper White. He's the one that bobbled the first one. And Johnson, number 7 for us, fell on it. We are a man short. Powell is the up back, races in late. Still 30-something seconds on the play clock, so plenty of time. Snap a good one. Hicks' punt is away. It's a boomer. Goes to the 20 over his head and takes a sideways roll, and it'll stop about right there. We'll take a break. Owls up 7-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Welcome back. Eden, a quarterback draw straight up the middle. He gets out from the 21 close to the 31.
Good gracious. Eden just on a simple quarterback draw on 1st down here. They're going to give him 10 yards.
Don't say that was straight up the middle. I don't know for sure where our linebackers or
where everybody
nose guard went, but we got blowed out of there for sure. 1st and 10 at the Owl 31. Westmoreland trailing 7-0. Eden up under center, wing T look. Fullback is Kittrell. He gives it to him, and got some pretty good yardage, does Kittrell. No, I'm sorry, that's not Kittrell. That's number 44, which is Fishburne. He's a little quicker than Kittrell, looks like.
Yeah, Chase Fishburne, senior.
They're gashing us up the middle right now, Corey. They got out to 38 to pick up a 7. You cannot have that happen on the wing T with a fullback just coming straight ahead.
2 plays, 18 yards, does Westmoreland on this drive.
2nd and 3 from the Owl 38. Eagles in tight. 4:28 to go, second quarter. They'll turn, give it to Fishburne once again. This time, nothing. Enoch, a lot of Owls there, and then we throw the guy down to the ground and get a 15-yard penalty. Can't do that. Whistle was blown, and we just stood him up and threw him to the ground unceremoniously. So it's going to be a personal foul. Got to be smarter than that, Corey.
Well,
that's discipline.
We did throw him to the ground, Terry, but there was a lot of people in that pile right there, and he looked like he was still trying to run.
Yeah, but I could hear the whistle over my headset. There's no way we didn't hear it right there on the field.
Well, that's true.
It comes back to the line of scrimmage and will be marked off from there. We'll give Westmoreland a 1st down. Of course, they marked that off wrong because that was post-possession. 1st and 10 at the Owl 46. That was supposed to be where he was stopped at, Corey. The referees goofed up again. Seen that a lot so far. 1st and 10 at the 46. And Coach Matt Dyer going to take a timeout. Go ahead, Corey.
The Southside Lions Club is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Of course, last night I saw a personal foul in the junior high game. They marked off 20 yards. 1st and 10 from the 46. Westmoreland, Eden up under center, wing T look. Kittrell back in there. Sends a man into motion. They hand to Kittrell straight ahead. He's got a lot of running room, and he gets our safety whiffed him, and he gets 10 more yards down to the 31.
And Westmoreland having our way with the Owls defense on this drive. Owls have really only had one decent play, and in that play they got a personal foul at the end of it. So Westmoreland moving easily here right before halftime. 4 minutes to go. Owls on top, 7-0.
They've got it at the 31 of the Owls, 15 yards on the pickup. You know, the thing about that, Corey, we've got them for a 4-yard loss. Sets up 3rd and 7 back at their 34, but instead we commit the personal foul. 1st and 10 at the Owl 31. They'll snap, they'll hand it. No, Eden goes straight ahead, and he didn't get nothing. Owls holding on. There was getting up Jimmy Enoch with the tackle.
Yeah, nice job by Enoch that time. They faked going outside. Eden kept it up the middle, and Enoch got him down by his legs and just held on till more Owls got there. So Owls defense showed up on that.
Stopped him dead on the 30-yard line. They give him to the 29, and I say give. 2nd and 8, 29. Eden up under center. Turns, hands to Kittrell straight ahead. And this time Kittrell gets down to about the 25. So pick up a 4, sets up 3rd and 4. Still giving up too much, Corey, on that fullback dive.
Well, that's the problem. With Westmoreland wants that. They want 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, Terry, and that's what they're getting.
Westmoreland trying to answer the Owl score. They've got it 3rd and 4 at the Smith County 25-yard line. Owls on top, 7-0 with 2.5 minutes to go, clock counting first half. Eden up under center. Turns, fakes it, looking out in the flat. Nowhere to go, dancing around is Eden. He's going to be short of the first down. Enoch picks up the tackle. I think that's for no gain. Good discipline there. They faked the toss sweep to the left side and then rolled or bootleg back to the right. Let's see if it's a sonic sack to the 26. Let's see where they and they're going to set it to 25. Westmoreland's going to take a timeout. 4th and 4 when we return. You're listening to Owl Ball. Owls need to bow their neck right here. You would think probably a passing situation. Roll everybody one side and sneak out 25 Stafford in the flat. That's been a go-to pass for them thus far.
Terry, this is that moment that you want those big fellas up front. The defensive line get some penetration.
Eden, the quarterback, fakes it to Kittrell, turns, goes, no sirree! Nothing there. Hicks, along with Ty Martin, and number, is that 16 or 18? I believe it's 16, Ryan Martin, and that says turned away.
Yeah, Eden, that time the quarterback, I thought they'd try some pass, maybe in the flat or some short pass because they've had pretty much been open, but they try to run him outside containment to the short side of the field. And like Terry mentioned, Hicks shoots from his linebacker position, gets him by the legs till Martin, and I think Martin actually.
Ryan Martin, yep.
Double Martin showed up. And Owls, huge stop once again on 4th down tonight here in the first half. Owls on top with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first half. 7-0.
Get a stop at the Westmoreland 30 or the Owl 33, and then right there they get a stop at the 24. Owls will have it up 7-0. Only one timeout, I think, left. They've got Caden Powell, the freshman, in the shotgun. Turns, hands, gives to Curry. Curry breaking through tackles. Spins, gets out somewhere around the 25-yard line, a pickup maybe of 1.
Bryce Curry off right tackle there. He worked absolutely as hard as he could to get that 1 yard. He kept fighting. He's running the ball awful hard here in the first half.
Pickup of 1 sets up 2nd and 9 for the Owls. Less than 2 minutes, 1:45 to go in this first half of play. Owls on top, 7-0. 2nd and 9 for the 25. Powell looks to throw, rolls to his right. Looking deep, threw it over Lida's head, intercepted by number 5 for Westmoreland. That time, as he has been all night, he overshot his intended receiver.
That time Powell rose to the right. He had one receiver going deep to clear out the corner. Another receiver running like I would call a corner, maybe a corner route or a deep out route, and he overshot Lida. He overshot Lida and the cornerback was able to just stop running and catch it.
Well, I was really wanting to run that clock out there, but they're going to have it 1st and 10 at the Owl 46. Still plenty of time left with 1.5 minutes left here in this first half. Owl defense got to bow their net once again. Sending a man into motion, looking at Stafford. Got a man open. Lawler, they throw it deep. Picked off by Washer, but I believe he dropped it. Nope, incomplete. Washer had it in his hands, but he dropped it.
Man, that would have been a huge swing of momentum right there after the Owls have an interception. Eden rolled right, and kept rolling right at the last minute, right in front of the home sideline. Eden tried to get it up the field. Washer did a nice job undercutting and had it in his hands, intercepted, hit him right at the face mask. He just could not hold on as the Westmoreland offensive receiver became a defender.
Boy, I hope that doesn't turn around to burn us. 2nd and 10 at the Owl 46, 1:23 to go in this first half. Eagles, I think, have a couple timeouts left. They used one back at the 2:15 mark on that 4th down play where they came up short at the Owl 24. Eden in the shotgun. To his left is Kittrell. Kittrell motions out of the backfield. They're looking right through it, and it was tipped by Martin in there and goes over the head of 84 Vincent, incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Eden tried to get it to, like Terry mentioned, number 84 Vincent on a slant route. It was tipped by a backer, and then tipped by Vincent, and then tipped by our corner. So had a 3-tip drill there. Going to be 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 from the 46. You would think at this point in the field, if you can stop them short of the 4th down, that they would be forced to punt it away. But we'll just have to see what Coach Perry decides. 1:19 to go. 1:19 for half. Eden looks, wants to throw the seam, rolls out. Lawler gets some pressure, and we hit him early. But we hit him way early, but they do not throw a flag. Well, that was absolutely crazy for our defensive back to do that, but Corey, we got away with one there.
Ball was heavily overthrown.
Right.
Ball was heavily overthrown, but we had a defender decide to just wipe out the Westmoreland receiver who could not have caught it if he was on a ladder. Hit him early, but nevertheless, somehow the Owls get away with one there, and the Westmoreland punt team is coming onto the field.
Number 81, that is Dickens, punter and the kicker. Owls get another stop after the turnover. Deep is Kylan Johnson, 1:12 to go. You don't want to be no hero right here. If you can't field it, let it bounce. High snap over the head. Dickens goes back, gets the punt away. Boy, he saved one there. Picking it up, Johnson at the 12. And he'll get out about the 21. Boy, that snap was over Dickens' head. But the Owls wasn't rushing. If they rushed right there, Corey, got a chance. But
you know, Terry, that's why you hustle every play. That snap, like Terry mentioned, was over Dickens. He had to run back to get it. If we'd have been hustling all out, no way that he corrals that ball, turns around and kicks it. But to his credit, he did manage to get a pretty effective punt.
1:01 to go first half. 1st and 10 from the 20, I believe that's the 22. Yeah, the 22. Johnson got 4 on the return. They're going to throw it again. They get it out to Hicks, and Hicks struggling forward. Stopped short of the 1st down. A little surprised the Owls go back to the passing game. I thought we'd run it out and go to the house, but
Gonna stay aggressive.
Owls, no huddle. Get it out to 29, pick up a 7. Powell throws it again. This time Liva's got it complete, but I don't think he got 1st down yardage. 2nd and 3 from the 29.
Owls staying with 2 receivers split to the right, 2 receivers split to the left. We've thrown it to the inside receiver the last 2 plays, 1 to Hicks, 1 to Lida.
Owls will take their final time out. They lead it 7-0, down to the 12, and then Johnson returned it 10 yards. Owls, after their final timeout, have it 3rd and 1. They'll turn straight ahead. Powell's got 1st down yardage and much more. He's out to the 45, 50, and he's in Westmoreland territory. Owls have no timeouts left. Powell rumbles to the 48, 1st and 10. They are setting the chains. That was a 21-yard gallop by the freshman. They spiked the ball. incomplete pass.
Well, what happened on the previous play, obviously the Westmoreland, all their secondaries 20 yards down the field in huge prevent defense. We just run Powell on the keeper, and he breaks loose, goes hash number sideline, and gets in front of Westmoreland sideline, cuts back, crosses midfield. So Owls, no timeouts remaining, but have 19.4 seconds to go in the first half, and they have crossed midfield.
2nd and 10 at the Westmoreland 48-yard line. Owls leading 7-0, trying to tack on some points. Powell rolls to his right. Looks, got Hicks in the flat. Hicks, can he get out of bounds? He does at the 41.
Nice job by Hicks that time. Caden Powell had 2 receivers split to the right, Lida and Hicks. Hicks runs about a 5-yard out route and then manages to get out of bounds to stop the clock with 11.4 seconds to go here in the first half.
Sets up a 3rd and 3 from the Westmoreland 41.
Terry clearly got to get a first down.
11.4 seconds left in this opening half. Curry to the right of Powell. 3rd and 3. Snap a good one. 4-man rush.
Middle.
Powell looking, got a lot of ways to run, and gets close to first down yardage, but that's going to do it for the clock. That's it. 1.5 in the books. He got down to 39, which was a yard short. You're listening to Owl Ball. Last time Martin pooched the kickoff. About the 30. Kicks it from the 40. Standing about 4 yards deep. Strides forward. Kicks this a lot better into a hole.
Nice kick.
Out to the 16. Stafford picks it up there, and Kaysen blasting.
What's the flag?
I don't know. See, there is a flag. Ball's at 26.
I'm
befuddled again.
I'm extremely confused. They gonna call that head-to-head?
I don't know.
He lowered his head.
Personal foul.
Oh my gosh.
Targeting Owls. Wow.
I mean, I guess you can't play football anymore. But this was, for what happened, there was a perfect kick by Ty Martin. And
the guy for Westmoreland lowered his head just as much as the Owl Jermaine Kaysen did. They got it out to the 41.
And number 25, Stafford, who we just mentioned, can fly, picks it up late. Right when he picks it up, Kaysen hammers him, but he lowers his head as well, and they call that targeting. It's amazing.
1st and 10 for 41. Eden turns, gives to the fullback. Ryan Martin pins him somewhere about the 44. That was Kittrell with the call, with the carry, I'm sorry. Well, we scratched our head on several calls in the first half, and we opened the second half the same way.
Well, Terry, when he threw that flag, I thought there's no way he's going to do that on the tackle. Maybe somebody held somewhere I didn't see.
2nd and 7 from the 44. Westmoreland with it, running 7-0. Early moments in the third quarter. Owls 4-man front. Send the man into motion. Law fades the throw. Does Eden looking at the tight end. Got a lot of pressure from Lawler and cuts Eden in half, and the pass is incomplete.
Eden rolls out to the right, and he held on the ball about 1 second too long because number 17, Big Riley Lawler, hammers him as he tried to get it on a deep in route, or actually I guess it would be a deep out route.
Corey, the one thing, we've got some pretty good pressure in some passing situations for sure. Sets up 3rd and 7 at the 44. We are 46 seconds into this third quarter. Owls lead at 7-0, trying to improve their record to 3-1 before heading to Walker Valley in the Eastern Time Zone next week. It'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff. 3rd and 7 from 44. Owls 3-man front. Let's see if Keeley can get some pressure. Here's Eden straight up the middle. No.
Oh,
no, sirree. Curry made the initial. Hicks and Ty Martin cleaned it up.
That time, Eden on the quarterback keeper that time up the middle. He was hit initially by Curry. Curry didn't actually get him down, but he corralled him enough and got him sidestepping to Martin, and then Hicks come over and knock him down. It's going to be 4th down for Westmoreland, and the punt team is coming onto the field.
Dickens 11 yards deep. We may put a little pressure on him this time. Eden, the quarterback, is the up back. 4th and 5. Snap a good one. Punt is blocked. Keeley blocked it. Ball on the floor, or on the ground, doesn't matter. The Owls will pick over right now as Jamison Keeley blocks it.
Jamison Keeley that time with the bull rush, got his big right paw on it and blocks it, making a huge momentum-changing play for the Big Owls.
Keeley just got that left hand up in the air and kind of like swatting it. It's 1st and 10 at the 42 of Westmoreland for the Owls.
Huge play by Keeley.
-4 on that blocked punt. First and 10 at the Westmoreland 42. We got 10:32 to go third quarter. They'll turn, they'll hand. Hicks straight ahead. Got some running room inside the 40. Inside the 37, maybe the 36-yard line. Corey, a pickup of 5 or 6. We'll take it.
Nice vision there by Peyton Hicks. He got it off tackle to the left, and he got kind of behind his big left tackle, Dane Woodard. Instead of cutting outside, which is what Westmoreland thought he was going to do, he cuts back inside, finds more running room, and gets north and south up the field quicker, and gets a nice pickup on first down for the Owls.
Which is east and west here at Westmoreland.
Correct, which is going to confuse us.
Yeah,
I'm going to say upfield all night.
10 minutes to go third quarter. Owls got it 2nd and 5 at the Eagle 37. Keeley at a flex back on the left side. Goes into motion, left to right. Powell, low snap, hands to Hicks. Hicks got some running room. Stiff arms the guy. Gets inside the 35, maybe to the 34. So pick up a 3, sets up 3rd and 2.
And nice job by Hicks. That time Westmoreland's defense strung him out, but he was able to stiff arm 2 players and make a negative gainer a positive gainer. It's going to be 3rd down and short here for the Owls.
Let's call it at the 34, pick up of 3. So right now you need 2 yards in 2 plays. Easier said than done. 3rd and 2, 34, Owls up 7-0. 9:12 to go third quarter. Stout, Enoch, Searcy, Martin, and Woodard, the 5 up front for the Owls. Westmoreland moving around. Snap is low. Powell
nice cut
out and gets a first down.
Nice.
Good composure by the freshman.
Yeah, great job by Caden Powell, the freshman quarterback. Had a low snap. He just had to pick it up and run with it. He was coming out to the right here, and then he cut upfield, and he's a big fella. What'd you say, 6'3", 232 or something? He runs right over a Westmoreland defender right at the first down marker to move the chains.
4 yards on the pickup for Smith County. Clock continues to roll here in the third quarter with the Owls a 7-0 lead. 8:43, clock counting. Owls block a punt after getting 3 stops on defense inside Westmoreland, or the Owl territory for Westmoreland. The Owls then get not a turnover, but a block punt. They'll turn, fake it to Curry. Slant to Lida, dropped.
Owls on first down, try to sneak in a pass. Their little play action, tried to hit Lida, the inside receiver to the right, running a skinny slant. Lida could not hold on.
Corey, our passing game has struggled at times tonight. But, Powell's credit, the ball's on the money. It's got to be caught. 3rd and 10 from the 30. We saw that a lot the last couple of weeks, drop passes. 2nd and 10 at the 30. They'll give it to Curry. Back to Hicks. Hicks has got some running room. He's down for first down yardage right about the 20, I think. Ball, he was down. And I think it's a first down at the 10, or at the 20, a gain of 10 for Peyton Hicks.
Right then, the Owls come back to that counter double handoff where they hand it to Curry. He hands it back to Hicks, coming from his left to his right. He cuts upfield, broke about 2 tackles, then he started stumbling, and I think he stumbled to a first down.
1st and 10 at the Westmoreland 20. Corey, how huge if you could get a 2-score lead right here.
Especially in this environment, playing at Westmoreland, hard place to win at.
1st and 10 at the Eagle 20. 7:53 to go, third quarter. Owls up 7-0. Here's Powell with it. To his right is Curry. Hands it to him. Going around left end. Got a bulldozer block from Enoch. And Curry just dragging Eagles with him. Gets down to the, 11.
That right there was a Curry-Dane Woodard combo as Curry bounces off left tackle. He literally got right behind the large human Dane Woodard, and they were going to work on some Westmoreland defenders as they pushed the pile. Took about 4 or 5 Westmoreland players to finally get Curry down.
2nd and 1 at the 11s where they mark it. Owls up 7-0, trying to drive for a 2-score lead. Great job on first down, getting 9 yards. Trip receivers to the right for the Owls. Powell fakes it, looking to throw.
Pointer.
Under pressure, sacked. Or passing game is struggling. 2nd and 1, boys. I'm coaching too much, but.
Well, Terry, we got to be able to hold them out there. 2nd and 1, you got a wide open playbook. And if you give Powell much more time, he's got a kid wide open in the left corner of the end zone, but he could not do anything with it as he was running from his life about 1 second into receiving the snap.
My problem is you're bulldozing them on the ground. 3rd and 8 from the 18.
Double handoff again. He's gone.
Hicks in the end zone. Did he get there? He's close.
Oh.
Maybe down at the 1. He's got first down yardage for sure.
Once again, a little double handoff. This time we run it left, and then he comes back to the right. And every time we run this play, Hicks has a nice hole to run in. Does a nice job of having vision. And like Terry said, I would probably call it the 2-yard line.
Let's see.
Hard to see.
1st and goal at the 2. It's a 16-yard pickup. Owls ground game chewing things up.
Hey, Terry, I bet we run this one.
16 on the, I may have a coronary duck if we don't. 1st and goal at the 2. Owls' 3rd first down of this drive, which started after the block punt by Keeley. They'll turn, give to Hicks straight ahead. He's in the end zone, isn't he? Or he's down at the half, well, he's down at the 6-inch line. That was Kittrell with the stop. Picks up 1.
Nice tackle by Kittrell there because Hicks had Curry as a lead blocker and was right behind him, and Kittrell come in there and took the legs out from under Hicks. And nevertheless, it's 2nd and goal from inches.
Right now, no holding, no false start.
And we got an awful big quarterback as well.
I like quarterback sneak. I've been coaching way too much tonight. My mama will tell me that
I'm
tomorrow.
used to it, Terry.
2nd goal at the 1. Owls trying to take a lead.
Here it comes.
Up under center, and Powell dropped the football on the quarterback exchange. Tried to sneak it. He ran up there, and Westmoreland may have it. Let's see. Referees huddling, talking. Powell just ran up from the shotgun. I don't know why he didn't start out underneath center. And, yep, they recovered the end zone. Westmoreland ball. What a mistake. Powell fumbles, didn't get the snap, ran up there, Corey, and disaster. Disaster. I mean,
2nd and goal from the 6 inches.
Yep. Keeps this a ball game.
Worst thing about that, the ball got into the end zone. Going to be a touchback. So Westmoreland got double blessing there. They're going to get the ball starting on the 20 instead of on the 1.
Don't put him in the shotgun. Get him up under center where he doesn't have to run and then snap it real fast. I mean, he did that within a half a second. Oh, my. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Westmoreland, trading 7-0. Dodge a big bullet. Eden rolls to his right. Quarterback keeper, nothing there. It may be a sonic sack.
Nice job by the Owls defense there, especially with that big momentum swing. Tried to get outside containment to the right. Had several Owls there. Keeley was there. I think the safety Rigsby was there. Hicks was there. Curry was there. Several Owls there.
No gain. 2nd and 10 from the 20. The Owls shoot themselves in the foot on 2nd and goal from 6 inches away. Oh, my. Hope it don't burn us. Eden turns, gives straight ahead.
Nice
Not
job.
much there. That was number 20. First time we've seen him, Sizemore, with the carry. 3rd and long.
I think that was Riley Lawler, number 17, did a nice job coming off the edge there and just wrapping the legs up of the ball carrier for Westmoreland immediately. He's going to be 3rd down and long for Westmoreland.
Owls up 7-0. Still 3:53 to go in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 7 from the 23. Up under center. Well, quick pitch it to left. He's got nothing there. Martin kind of strings it out. And there's going to be a hold, I believe, on the Eagles as he spins free and wound up falling down. Corey, we've got to tackle better than that. 19 Law squirted free, but I think we've got a hold. Let's see.
I think a lot of the Owl defenders thought Law was already down, and he squirted through, and actually he ended up tripping.
Holding Westmoreland. He had first down yardage. He squirted away from 3 Al defenders.
Yes,
the
he did.
defensive secondary has got to tackle better, period.
I don't even know how he got through all that.
He marks it back to the 13, so holding foul of 10 yards. Corey, if you make that tackle where you're supposed to make it, we had 2 players there.
We're declining the penalty.
We're declining the penalty, and it's 4th and 7. Instead, they've got 3rd and 17. They picked this up earlier in the first half. 3rd and 17 from their own 13 with 3:16 to go in this third quarter. Owls up 7-0. Eden up under center. So Daniel Stout, Keeley, along with Enoch, the down front, and there's a delay of game, I think. I think it went 0. Let's see.
It did.
Yep, back judge says delay of game, Eagles.
So Westmoreland going in the wrong direction.
It's going to be a 5-yard step off, sets up 3rd and 22 from their own 8-yard line. Corey, just you got to know down and distance right here. Don't let anything behind you.
And please just play discipline. No penalty.
Right. 3rd and 22 from their own 8 for the Eagles. Shadow their own goalpost. They're going to run it. Eden keeps it. He didn't get much. Maybe to the 11 or 12. Sets up 4th down.
Eden on the option, the quarterback. That time he kept it, and really nowhere for him to go as he was tackled by a host of Owls. Stout, Keeley, Curry, several in there. So the Owls, after had to be deflated, fumbling the ball on 2nd and goal from the 6-inch line, the defense shows up once again and should get great field position with the Westmoreland punter, Dickens, punting from his own end zone.
4th and 18 from the 12-yard line. Dickens standing about the 1. He's 11 yards deep. Let's see if Keelan can get in there and try to swat another one. Punt is away. This is a driving spiral. Chases Johnson back to the 45. Johnson back to midfield. Reverses territory. Comes down inside Westmoreland. That was a horse collar. That was a horse collar. Owls sideline wanted it, but Owls are going to have it. Great field position, up 7-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Welcome back. Kylan Johnson, after the 20-yard punt return, Curry gets 3 on first down to the 32.
Bryce Curry off right tackle to the right, short side of the field here. He really never had a chance to get his legs churning because they took his feet out from under him.
Corey, we blew one opportunity, but you got to feel like a second score right here would really not drive the final nail, but it would help. They'll give it to Curry. Nope, there's Powell straight ahead. First down yardage inside the 25, inside the 20. The freshman rambles down to the 18-yard line, maybe the 17.
That time, Caden Powell on the keeper has not done that much tonight. He had Curry going to his left, pulled from Curry's belly, and went right up behind the center, Braxton Searcy, and went to work.
He had a tremendous block, did Searcy there. 1st and 10 at the 17, 15-yard gallop for the freshman Powell. 1st and 10 at the 17. Owls have it. Curry right beside Powell. Turn, double slice. They'll get it to Hicks. Hicks got some running room inside the 10. Maybe, to the 8.
Right there, that's the 3rd time I think tonight we've run that little slice double handoff back to Hicks. It's worked every single time.
Well, let's just go straight ahead. Nothing squirrely, nothing fancy, no passes. Say, let's stick this thing in the end zone.
I'd say Curry's probably going to get it a few times now.
2nd and 1 at the 8. 9-yard pickup for Hicks. Owls offensive line. Got Barnhart in there at left guard. Clock runs out. Powell runs over a Westmoreland defender, gets first down yardage inside the 5 to the 3. To start the 4th, they'll have it 1st and goal to the 3, leading 7-0. You're listening to Owl Ball.
I would say with the size and meat on our offensive line, that's probably wise. See, looking at them right now, we got Lawler, Woodard, Martin.
Hicks, Barnhart, Martin, Joe
Enoch.
Daniel, Stout, and Enoch. The ones up front. Powell in the shotgun with Curry to his right.
A lot of weight.
1st and goal at the 3. Owls in there foot to foot. Snap a good one. Fakes it to Curry. Powell keeps it. He's close to the goal line. Did he get in? Yes, sirree! Touchdown, Owls. They didn't run a second off the clock.
That time he fakes it to Curry, running right to left. Powell on the keeper, goes right over right tackle there where Stout was. Nice block by Stout. He follows him into the end zone. So this time the Owls do put it in the end zone.
3 yards on the pickup for the touchdown. And it took 2 seconds, they said. It actually took longer than that, but they goofed it. Touchdown, Owls. Up 13-0. 11:58 to go, 4th and final quarter. Here in Westmoreland, Lyda will attempt. Powell to hold, Curry to snap. Snap a good one. Kick is away. It looks good.
No good
and
to the
it's
left.
Wide left. Owls lead 13-0. You're listening to Owl. And Owls got a new kickoff, man. That's Lyda. Squibs it, and they fall on it at the 35. That's number 31, Todd. No return.
Well, Terry?
Go ahead, Tor.
Lish Contracting says go Owls. Trust Lish Contracting to build your new custom dream home. Call 615-489-2166.
11:55 to go in this 4th quarter. Owls up 13-0. 1st and 10 at the 35. Owls have pitched a shutout this far. Got to make sure not to let anybody behind you. They may get impatient here, Corey, and want to throw it. Down 2 scores. Been a man in motion. Drop it. Did Ty Martin get it? Did Ryan Martin got it? No, that man was Peyton Hicks. He said, I want the pigskin. Owls have got it. They botch it. Owls have got it.
Bone-breaking turnover for Westmoreland's offense is just a bobbled exchange, bobbled snap, bobbled something. The ball never got to the running back, and it was kind of like a pinball. Went through several players on both teams and somehow got all the way to the backside linebacker Hicks, who come up with it.
So Eden tried the handoff there, but it was botched. It rolled around, like Corey said, pinballed around, and the Owls have got it back. 11:50 to go. No doubt a game-sealing drive if the Owls score here, as they've got it at the 37-yard line of the Eagles.
Well, nobody is deep in the secondary.
And we may have moved. Let's see. Owls, illegal motion. Owls must have thought that
They said I was doing the cadence.
Westmoreland was calling the cadence there. And the referees are now conversing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's see. I bet it goes against the Owls. Yep. 5-yard step off for illegal motion. Too many Owl players were saying, hey, they are simulating or, calling the snap count out. 1st and 15, 42. Well, the Owls ground game has been punishing, and they're looking to finish this one off. 11:43 to go. Still 16 on the play clock. Owls need to milk it as much as they can. Powell in the shotgun. Turns, hands to Curry, coming around left end. Oh, he gets 2 good blocks.
Nice.
And gets back to the 38, so pick up of 4.
Curry that time got behind big number 50, Ty Martin, and 58, Jimmy Enoch, as he runs right to left, lowers his head, and thought he was going to get more. Did get 8, but looked like more. Somebody cut his legs out from under him.
Got a pickup of 3. He had it at the 38. They pull it back to the 39. Wow. I just hope we don't see these zebras no more. I'll just leave it at that. Pick up a 3. 2nd and 12 at the 39. They hand it off to Hicks. He motors straight ahead inside the 35, somewhere around the 32. Sets up 3rd and 5. Owls just going to work up front.
They are all the big fellas. Stout, Woodard, Martin.
Pickup of 7. Sets up 3rd and 5.
Enoch. All the big fellas up front creating nice holes for the Owl running backs to run through.
Of course, Owls in 4-down territory. 3rd and 5 at the 32. That false start penalty. Reason we don't have a 1st down right now. Powell in the shotgun, low snap, and he'll go back and get it. Throw it away, please, throw it away. And he does. Good job, Powell, to throw it away. He would have been about a 15, 18-yard loss. No gain, or incomplete pass. That's up 4th and 5.
Yeah, very, very smart job. That a low snap there.
He threw it right over the head of number 2 and the side judge coming in to talk to the head ref. No way that's – oh, he throws a flag. You've got to be kidding me.
He threw it right over the top of Al.
Throwed it over Washer's head. You have got to be kidding me. These guys are horrible. They are horrible. Matt Dyer and Keith Powell are incensed and should be. Number 2 is standing right there. He didn't miss him but 2 yards.
He literally threw it right over the top of Tristan Washer. I was just going to compliment Powell for preventing a massive loss.
That is awful. That is absolutely terrible. How do you do that? I can understand if that was close, Corey, but when you've got a guy that it misses his helmet by 2 yards, how is it intentional grounding? They've got it back to the 42. That's going to be 4th down. We've got to get our punt team out there. 10-yard step off on the intentional grounding. Boy, these refs have been terrible tonight. Just calling it like it is. You NCTV listeners, run that and back and see just how close that Washer was to that. Westmoreland takes a timeout. 10:06 to go in this one. Owls up 13-0. You're listening to Owl Ball.
Nevertheless, Al's going to have to punt. Hicks has done a fantastic job this year. Hopefully he's got another one in him.
4th and 15 from the 42. Looks like they're going to try to bring the house. They do. Hicks' punt is away. A high boomer.
Perfect.
And they'll receive it at the 7 from number 7. And he'll get out to about the 20. Number 7 being White. Yeah, Cooper White.
The Moose at Washport Express is a proud supporter of our local athletes. Located at 51 Dixon Springs Highway in Carthage, Washport Express is a proud supporter of our local athletes and Smith County High School football. 13
yards on the return. One of the longest returns we've seen all year by opposing team. 9:53 to go, as that was a 35-yard punt. Westmoreland with it. 9:53 left. Owls up 13-0. Send a man into motion. Give it to Law. Sweeping around left end. He'll get some running room. Owls finally drag him down after he gets first down yardage. We've had trouble with Law on the wide side of the field.
And he's very squirrely. Breaks lots of tackles, gets through small gaps. And once again, he's cramping. He's had a problem cramping tonight, has Law for Westmoreland.
1st and 10 for Westmoreland. Corey, go ahead. They're about the 33-yard line. Clock should be started. You know, Westmoreland down 2 scores. They're going to go quicker. Eden's in the shotgun for Westmoreland. Rolls to his right, looking to the flats. Getting some pressure. Rolls, incomplete. Goes through the hands of number 7, White.
Nice job by the Owls defense. Eden rolls to the right with the flood route. He had 3 receivers, 83, 25, and number 7. The Owls defensive secondary, which was Lida, Rigsby, Washer, and also Hicks from his linebacker position, was in good coverage. Really nobody for Eden to throw the ball to.
Corey, you got to think a stop right here. It's over. 2nd and 10 from the 33. Only 9:28 to go. Of course, it's never over till there's 3 zeros, or actually 4 zeros or 3 zeros on the clock. 2nd 10 from the 33. Eden to throw it once again.
Middle.
Looking down the middle. He's got a guy open. He throws a duck, and it's dropped. They had a guy open. We mistimed the jump.
Yep, bad.
But number 25, Stafford, couldn't haul it in.
At that time, Westmoreland had 2 receivers, actually 3 receivers running just jet routes, and Eden just threw it up for grabs, and we had Owl defenders there and just mistimed our jump and got very, very fortunate that Westmoreland did not catch that ball.
3rd and 10 from the 33. Split out wide right is Evan Gross. He is a junior wide receiver. Still in the shotgun is Eden, talking the play over with Cooper White. White will come to his right. 9:20 to go, fourth quarter. Owls up 13-0. Run a flood route this way. Looking back to the left. Nothing there as they throw it to number 25, and he stopped at the 39, and 25 being Stafford.
That time Eden was forced to throw it in the flats there to number 25, Stafford. He made one out defender miss, and then Hicks come over from his linebacker position and knocked him down. Going to set up fourth down and about 4.
Got to think they're probably going to go for it, Corey, down 2 scores here.
Well, they're rotating a lot of people, Terry. Looks like the punt team came onto the field.
4th and 4. I'd be aware of the fake right here. I wouldn't buy it. 4th and 4 from the 39. Owls got one player back.
I definitely would not.
Punt safe, I think is what they call this. 8:38 clock counting. The punt is away. It's a boomer. Johnson hauls it in at the 20, drops it, and falls on it. Whew. Heart in my throat. Of course, we haven't had Kylan Johnson. He hasn't run it one time for us yet, Corey. I don't know for sure if he's injured or what. But, you know, he had 105 yards rushing, or 106 last week.
Yeah, and he's a good athlete, and he can play on both sides of the ball. He has played a significant amount of defense tonight. 1st and
10. I'm going to call it the 17 for the Owls. Just need to grind out some first downs with 8:28 to go.
One of those long, sustaining drives would be perfect.
I've got it. 3-yard loss after the fumble. Got it 1st and 10 at the 17. Powell hands to Curry, coming around left end. Got a little run room, but not much. Ball security right here, Corey.
Yeah, that time Curry off left tackle. Didn't get much push from the offensive line on that one. Curry really ran up the backside of his own lineman and had nowhere to go.
41-yard punt. He's done an excellent job, number 81 Dickens, tonight for them. And they're going to say no gain. Sets up 2nd and 10, but the clock is moving. Owls up 13-0 here at Westmoreland. 2nd and 10 at that point. Owls going to take all the time they can. 17 still on the play clock, 7:48 on the game clock. Powell in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands to Hicks. Hicks dancing around, bounces out to the right. Got some running room.
Oh,
tripped up barely. Out about the 26 or 7 yard line. I think it's 3rd and 1.
Hicks had great vision on that. He intended to run the ball to the left. Then he came back to the right. Then he found a little seam. And when he saw the seam, he burst through the seam. And he had somebody barely touch his left foot and tripped him up.
They've got to measure 7:17 to go in the game. Owls up 13-0. Corey, you got any left? I think we've got about all of them.
I've knocked pretty much all of them out.
Thank all our in-game sponsors. Thank Safeway and Todd and Angela out there. Encourage you to go visit if you haven't had their breakfast bar or their lunch. Do an excellent job back there in the deli. And they'll cater your event as well. They're going to stretch the train.
Got it.
Close. 1st down, Owls. Pick up a 10. Corey, that should milk another 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Really was fantastic vision by Hicks. He really had nowhere to go initially, so we went left, right, up, and Terry, he might still be running if that one defender did not nick his left foot.
Tell you what, the Owls, I think, they've not only run with power, but a lot of vision tonight, Corey.
Great vision.
1st and 10 at their own 27. Owls up 13-0. It has been a physical battle here in Westmoreland. 5-man front for the Eagles. Bringing the linebackers. Hicks dances by him. Gets out to about the 33-yard line. Maybe picked up 6.
The nice job by Hicks. He had 2 backs in the backfield with the freshman. Powell was Curry and Hicks. Curry went through and filled the gap, and he made a nice block on Westmoreland's backer. And then Hicks came right off his right shoulder and picked up a nice yardage gain on 1st down.
2nd and 4 from the 33. Talking to Daniel Cook, the superintendent right now, tentative. He's the principal at Macon County High School. He talked to his daddy. He said, 2nd half, the Owls are going to wear them down in the run game. How prophetic was that? That has been so true. 2nd and 4 to 33. Powell in the shotgun. Double handoff. Hicks has got it. He's got 1st down yardage, I think, to the 37. Maybe a half yard short. Let's see where they spot it.
That's about the 4th time, maybe the 5th time we ran the double handoff tonight. It's went to Hicks every time, and every time he's got positive yardage.
It's going to be, the referee's side judge says I've got a first down, and it is first down. So the Owls pick up 4. Owls offensive line, Woodard, Barnhart, Searcy, Stout, Enoch. They have, along with Ty Martin, they have done a yeoman's job. We saw Barnhart in there a lot here in the second half. 1st and 10. My bad on the Tennessee pregame. That will be at 12:30, not 2:30. 2 hours. And look like the Owls illegal motion. That will be the call. 5-yard step off. Corey, you just got to put the finishing touches on this one right here.
You just got to ball security and move the chains, Terry, and this game's over.
1st and 10 back at the 32-yard line. Owls have picked up a couple of first downs and milked some precious clock. 5:38 clock counting. They nearly 3 minutes on the clock have evaporated in this drive. Just exactly what the doctor ordered.
We're
I think the Owls are going to milk the clock down, let the play clock go to 1, and Matt Dyer going to use a timeout. And he does. With 5:16 to go in this one, Owls up 13-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. And Joe Daniel Stout up front for the Owls. Got Curry in the backfield. Now the white hat goes over and talks to Coach Perry.
Good gracious.
I'm glad I don't get to rate them tonight. Not sure I can give them.
You know, Terry, it's been a decent year, though, with the
Passing
referees,
rate.
especially.
Yeah.
I've done this with you long enough to know you ain't been hard on them this year. But tonight they've earned it.
Yeah. And it's 1st and 15 at the 32. They'll turn, hands. Curry bounces around left end. Got some running room.
Oh.
Just trucks. He trucks the Westmoreland player and gets up to the 43-yard line. Curry running with vengeance. That was the windshield and the bug, folks.
Bryce Curry bounces outside containment to the left. I won't name any names, but Westmoreland safety comes up, and he runs right over the top of him like a train, get off the tracks. And then he bounces out to gets about 2 or 3 more Westmoreland defenders, runs through them, and finally stumbles down.
They won't want much more of that. 2nd and 3 at the 44, or at least I wouldn't. Curry straight ahead, and he's battling to the 46, sets up 3rd and 1. 12 yards on that previous pickup.
It'll be 3rd down and very close.
Well, you're going to call it. Nope, they're going to say first down Owls at the 47. Curry got 3.
Curry over right guard that time. Kind of ran right behind, I think it was Enoch, but at the very last second, he kind of leaned forward, and I think that will move the chains.
1st and 10 from the 47. 4:10 left in this one from here in Westmoreland. Owls up 13-0. Powell in the shotgun, looking at the play clock. Still got 20 seconds on it. Linemen are set. Goes ahead and snaps it, gives it to Curry. Back to Hicks. Hicks gets a great block from Enoch. He's inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line, and the Owls ground game punishing the Eagles right now.
That's about the 6th time we've ran that double handoff. That slice, which is the counter play, goes to the right, comes back to the left. And that time, Jimmy Enoch had a massive kick-out block, and Hicks had a hole big enough to drive an absolute semi through.
That is an 18-yard pickup for the Owls and another first down. 1st and 10 at the Westmoreland 35, and the fat lady is warming up with 3:20 left. Owls looking for their 2nd straight shutout. They won 39-0 at Maplewood last week. And timeout. Referee blows his whistle. Goes to the side judge on the Westmoreland sideline. Not sure what they're talking about. Maybe post-dinner plans after the game. Not sure. Maybe how to count. That would be a good start. Adams subtracting. Struggle with that. And it's 1st and 10, 35. Lawler flips tight end left to right. They've got in the backfield Curry.
Nice cut.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
That time the Owls motion Lawler over left to right, overload the right side, try to come back to the left side, and that time Curry had nowhere to go. Tackled by about 4 Westmoreland defenders.
Sets up 2nd and 10. We want to thank Jason Graves, the athletic director. Just been very hospitable. Corey, we don't get that everywhere we go, and it sure does make us feel good when they welcome us and do the things they've done here.
Absolutely.
2nd and 10 from the 35. Of course, I've known Jason a long time. He's about 5 years younger than his brother Brian. Brian could throw it about 70 yards on a rope. He was a Westmoreland quarterback back in the early 80s. 2nd and 10 at the 35 for the Owls. They'll hand it off. Hicks goes around right end, trying to make people miss. Gets maybe a yard.
Once again, that double handoff. We keep going back to that same well. That time, that's the best time it was defended. Hicks was about to break it loose as he got outside, but nice tackle by the cornerback there. Number 7, Cooper White, for Westmoreland to get Hicks to the ground.
2-yard pickup. 3rd and 8 from the 33. Owls have it. Of course, Corey, right here, you got 2 downs to get 8. You don't want to put the ball in harm's way. Run it, take a minute and a half off the clock, leaves them maybe 30, 40 seconds. Lida and Rigsby come left. Curry in the backfield, Powell in the shotgun. Westmoreland a 6-man front. They're bringing the house. They'll get it out to Lida, and he drops it. Nope, he didn't drop it. He knocked it in the hands of Eden, and Eden intercepts it.
Number 14.
Wow, our passing game is struggling. Hit him right in the hands, and he just volleyballed it up in the air. And?
Well, we had 2 receivers split to the left. We tried to throw just a little hitch route to the left. Westmoreland obviously not expecting a pass. And we bobbled it, hit him in the face mask. It knocks up into the air. Westmoreland's cornerback's able to come over and pick it off. Did not see that play happening, kind of lost for words.
1st and 10 to 38. Run it and then punt it, please. 1st and 10 to 38. Owl receivers have probably dropped 25 passes this year. Send them in the motion. Law sweeping around left end, cuts it up and got maybe 3 to the 41. That's Law with the carry, and he'll get it to the 40. Picks up 2. 2nd and 8 from the 40.
Westmoreland in no hurry.
Minute 18 left. I think they see the handwriting on the wall. 2nd and 8 from the 40. Eden up under center. He's got his fullback Kittrell behind him. With the man in the motion. They give it back a little. They wanted to pass it. Instead, they're going to get a 1st down in Owl territory. That was number 25, Stafford, looking to throw it.
At that time, they was going to do a little, what you'd call like a halfback pass. Got it to number 25, who we mentioned earlier, who can absolutely fly, Eli Stafford. And look, but instead, he decided to run it instead of throw it to the receiver running a deep route right down the sideline.
Owl's trying to hold on to the shutout. At the Owl 49-yard line, Stafford picked up 11, got the 1st down. 1st and 10, 50 seconds left. Eagles, Eden looks to throw, goes on a slant, complete. Corner's playing soft. They got it out there to 84 Vincent. Clock running.
1 receiver split to the left for Westmoreland. Joshua Vincent, the junior wide receiver, catches the slant route for about a 9-yard gain.
Westmoreland going to take a timeout. And so there's going to be 44.9 seconds left. Owls lead at 13-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Corey, defensive secondary has struggled against the pass. They've had some people open. Luckily, they haven't always connected. 2nd and 1, 40. Owls trying to reserve the shutout. Looking to go deep. Keeley pushing his man in the backfield. Getting some rush was number 68, and Eden throws it complete.
Wow. Eden that time rolls to the left, the short side of the field. Then he rolls right, rolls left. Looks like he's going to go out of bounds and get sacked, and somehow gets out of bounds, which is on the far side from Terry, and manages to throw it to a receiver retreating back.
Down to the 23, I guess. Well,
and then the Westmoreland goes up and spikes the ball with 29.4 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Owls on top 13-0.
That's a 17-yard pickup. Corey secondary. We can't catch it on the offense and tough defending on defense. But still got shut out some way. 2nd 10 at the 23. Eden going deep. He's got a guy wide open. Over 3. How do you let a guy behind you there, Corey? Wow.
Westmoreland's down 2 scores, 13-0, and we allow a Westmoreland receiver wide open in the corner of the end zone. Thankfully, Eden overthrew him.
Secondary's got to get better, and that same people that's playing receivers have got to get better if the Owls are going to improve. 3rd and 10 at the 23. Since the Eagles spiked it a minute ago, they may be out of timeouts. I'm not sure. 3rd and 10 at the Owl 23 with 23 and a half seconds left. Westmoreland going to take, no, the Owls are going to take timeout. I'm sure Matt Dyer and Jason Harper are going to say, what are you doing letting anybody behind you? 23 and a half seconds left. You're listening to Owl Ball. Westmoreland trying to tack on a score, trailing 13-0. Eden in the shotgun, looks to throw. Got all day to throw. Throwing it deep. Owls are there. Lida knocks it away. The back of the end zone sets up 4th and 10.
Westmoreland had receivers running deep, 2 of them right down the middle of the field. Eden tried to throw a kind of a lob pass in the back of the end zone, and it was basically 3 Owl defenders against 2 Westmoreland receivers, and like Terry mentioned, Lida knocks it down.
Well, one thing, they didn't run a very good route when you've got 2 guys that can hold hands.
Yeah.
4th and 10 at the 23 of the Owls. Owls can get the shutout if they can stop them on 4th down. Only 16.8 seconds left. They're up 13-0. And Matt Dyer wants and takes a timeout. Owls up 13-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. But we've struggled trying to cover people.
You know, Terry, many times in the last 4 years we've had a play like this, and I end up yelling Keeley. Well, you do, then I do.
Yeah. Owls have got 3 men to rush, Keeley being one of those. Now they got 4 to rush. 4th and 10. Eden got a lot of time, and they'll throw it deep in the end zone. That's incomplete. And so the Owls will take over on downs. 1 knee, and we should be out of here with 8.8 left. Well, our defensive back stands over the Westmoreland receiver and taunts him, but luckily the referee did not throw a flag. Still stupid to even think of that.
So the Owls defense has showed up once again big tonight, pitching a shutout here at Westmoreland, man, and had several huge stops on 4th down. I guess, Terry, I'm not sure what Westmoreland is on 4th down, but they're 0 for several.
Not very good. 1 knee, and we're in the shotgun. 1st and 10 at the 23, 8.8 seconds left. Not sure what the delay is for now. Powell in the shotgun. Curry and Hicks beside him. Powell kneels it, and that'll be it. Owls win it by final 13-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Corey, put that in my red folder, please.